Rahul Rawat joins us on this broadcast and Boria Majumdar also joins us on this broadcast. First up, let me take this straight across to Boria Majumdar. Boria, we've spoken so much about the magnificent stadium. You spoke to us about the architectural prowess. It is the world's largest and it's a moment of pride for all of us Indians today to have the stadium in India. But Boria, there is a fair amount of politicking that is breaking out now, and I know you'd like to keep away from politics, but it's imperative for me to ask you this question because it has been named after Prime Minister Modi. We had Kirti Azad in the capacity of the former cricketer who just spoke to us in the broadcast saying, there are many other places that can be named after politicians, but as far as stadiums like these are concerned, perhaps they could have just named it after a veteran cricketer or a sports person. What's your take, Boria?
See, there have been stadiums in the past named after politicians and cricketers. So it's not as if anything new has happened. I understand where Kirti Azad is coming from, but there are umpteenth instances in the past. And there are stadiums across the world, not simply in India, which have been named after politicians. For me, frankly, who it is named after is not my concern. My concern is what will happen in that 22-yard strip 15 minutes from now. My concern is my country is going to play that. I am not willing to get into semantics of the naming because real action is out there in the 22 yards as far as I'm concerned. The facility is terrific. As an Indian, it's in my country. That's great for me because India is the nerve center of the world game. India has the financial powers to do what the world would have done 30 years earlier. As far as cricket is concerned, we dominate. And now this test match is perhaps one of the most important in terms of stakes. So while I will leave the politicking to politicians, I, as an analyst of sport, fan, observer, and someone who has studied this sport for a living, want to see the action out there in the middle, which starts 15 minutes from now. England has won the toss and is batting, so that's the first blow that they have struck. Can India come back, make the session their own? Interesting team formation there. I want to see all of that. And I also want to see what the lights do, because it's not going to be easy. Great spectacle, but I want to see the action unfold.
Absolutely. It was Shakespeare that said, what's in a name? And now it is Boria that is saying, what's in a name? He's more interested in the cricket part of it. So let me take this across to Rahul Rawat as well. Rahul, it's going to be a big day today. And the pink ball test is getting played at the world's biggest stadium. The players must be super excited and fans are looking forward to this match as well. Get us all the updates in terms of what can be expected today.
Well, absolutely. It is a great day. And as you said, ever since the players landed in Ahmedabad, they've been posting pictures, videos of the facilities that they are enjoying there at now Narendra Modi Stadium. Of course, it's the facilities. You can build a huge stadium, but the kind of facilities that you provide, that is what matters. We've been to MCG, which used to be the biggest ground. Now it has a capacity of close to 90,000. But, every time a match gets over, you could see that when the crowd is getting out of the stadium, there's literally no chaos. People can easily exit out of the stadium without any fuss. And in India, I've seen at a lot of venues that there's a huge chaos. That's a ruckus. But fortunately, at least this particular venue, it promises that no such issues would happen, and the basic facilities that are on offer, as I was just listening to Hardik Pandya, he said he's never seen a dressing room that is, it has an attached gymnasium, and this particular stadium has four such dressing rooms and gymnasiums. And as far as this test match is concerned, as Boria said, yes, India has suffered the first blow, losing this toss, but hopefully they've got things in order. At least as far as their team is concerned, they've made a couple of changes. Jasprit Bumrah and Washington Sundar again comes back into the team. Hopefully it should be a good start, because this particular venue, I think in times to come, we've been calling Lords in England as the Mecca of cricket. You never know the kind of facilities and clout that that BCCI enjoys, this could be your new mecca of cricket, because remember
This could be
year
the new mecca of cricket, and you put it rightly. It is the magnificent Motera that we're talking about. Take a look on your screens at the moment. The world's largest cricket stadium is here. The magnificent Motera is what we're talking about, renamed after Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with a seating capacity of over 1.1 lakh. It hosted the Namaste Trump event, if you remember. It has also got 2 practice grounds with 9 pitches. It has got Olympic-sized pools, gymnasiums for the players, and no pillars for unobstructed view. Usually what happens is when you're in a stadium, you're in the back seats or at an angle, the pillars obstruct your view to the pitch. But as far as this one is concerned, there are no pillars, so you'll have an unrestricted view to the pitch as well, which is going to be very good for the fans and the ones who are coming to watch the cricket match. No floodlight towers for a clear view. There's going to be an innovative drainage system and can resume play in 30 minutes itself post heavy rainfall. What more could cricket fans really ask for? What more could the players really ask for? So Eden Garden is so yesterday now. It is the Motera Stadium named after Prime Minister Narendra Modi, which is the biggest and the state-of-the-art in the world. Indeed a proud moment for the country today. Slipping into a very short commercial break. Lots more coming up on the other.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.